We are live. Hi guys, how are you? Let me go ahead and pop this on really quick. I am going live on a couple different platforms at once, so I want to make sure that it is running everywhere. Okay, perfect. So I wanted to talk to you guys today about your listings and your listing photos and some, big fails that I've seen kind of come across, my desk. And why it's important when you guys are selling your property, you really should make sure that your property is listing ready, whether that means you're doing painting or you are fixing your house up. Your pictures could actually scare buyers away if your house isn't actually ready to go. So I want to show you guys some pictures, of what I mean. Here we go. So I don't know about you guys, but when I first looked at this picture here, I thought that was a yard, but that's actually a swimming pool. And it looks kind of, like a swamp. Like I would be scared of what's swimming in that swimming pool with me. I don't know if there's like some swamp creatures in there or not, but that's something that does scare me. And then, there's the staircase bathroom, which, I think is a bit odd, to be fair. There's a bathroom right in the middle of the staircase. So that's something I would say, you might want to clean that pool up and maybe reconsider the bathroom choice there before you put your house on the market. And then I found this one, which I thought was pretty funny. If your shower surround is orange like that, you guys might actually want to consider, I don't know, replacing it, trying to clean it if you can, but definitely doing something about that before you put it on the market. I would also say, looking at that fireplace, you just look real closely at it. It doesn't seem to be quite centered to me. And maybe it wouldn't have been quite as noticeable if they didn't hang something above the fireplace to point it out. But I would say that that's probably a pretty big fail there, those two pictures. The other part of what I would say to people is, let's be a little bit frank. Painting is something that is pretty important. So, I like Pharrell as much as the next person does, but I would say that the paint here, that's a little I don't know, it reminds me kind of a circus maybe. But that's not something that I would necessarily want to come home to or experience that. And as a buyer, that would probably turn me off if I was looking to purchase a home and I saw that. I actually, I'm old. I'm going to, age myself and say it reminds me kind of like a Bozo the Clown era. Then, there's the fun pictures where, I don't know what this person was doing in this picture, but the chairs stacked up like that, the bed in there, there's no sheets on it. I almost feel like saying maybe they should have made the bed at least to make it feel a little bit better, but they didn't. And like I said, there's a mountain of chairs stacked up. It's almost like an avalanche could happen on you while you're sleeping at night, and chairs just fall all over you. There's some interesting things, and this one really got me. If you're looking for an indoor pool, here you go, guys. It's an indoor pool right there for you. That's exactly how we should totally market this one, don't you think? That's what I would say would be a great marketing strategy for that particular one. Again, there was this wonderful indoor pool that they have in this house. Fantastic, right? And I find these pictures and I honestly do think that it's kind of fun. This one, I don't I don't know if it's me, but something about the shotgun and the warning on the door saying check for Mary, it creeps me out a little bit. I don't know. I don't really know what's going on in this picture, but it is a little creepy to sit there with a nice shotgun at the door and a taped note saying check for Mary. That's not something that I would necessarily would want to see. And then of course, you always find the interesting ones where that door right there, I don't know if the contractor maybe ordered the wrong size door and just decided to maybe just cut the bottom off and now, or they put it on backwards. I don't know what's going on with this door. If I had to guess, they probably ordered a door that was too big and just cut off part of the door and hoped nobody would notice. And then there's the toilet. I don't know who would want to have a see-through toilet like that. Me personally, I feel like if you're going to the bathroom, you could definitely see things being flushed down the toilet that I would not want to be seen flushed down the toilet. That would kind of gross me out. It'd give me the ick. And then there's something about bathrooms, you guys. I feel like they always pop up. This weird staircase bathroom thing is a thing, but it's not even just the staircase being right there in this weird, odd little corner. There's also a weird little door that goes downstairs that you close so you can access that weird toilet in this little corner of a staircase that I don't quite understand that one, to be honest with you. Again, for some reason, bathrooms, they kill me. I always find them. This one, it caught my attention and I could not stop laughing at it. I guess maybe while you're taking a shower, if you need to go to the bathroom, if you need to poop, then you can poop and shower at the same time. I'm not really sure what the point of this one was, but that's a special one. There's another bathroom one that I found that I wanted to show you guys. This one, honestly, you guys, this is like the dungeon to the bathroom. I call this dungeon bathrooms because they creep me out. Not only does it have the bidet next to the toilet, the sink is actually in the staircase still, and it's walking down into a bathroom. I don't know why people would want to have this, but they do, and it's not my cup of tea, but maybe the pictures of this could be taken at different angles. Maybe they could have cleaned and lightened it up a little bit, but it's like a bathroom dungeon to me. I do poke fun, with kind of some of this stuff, but honestly, you guys, pictures are really important to keep in mind, especially if you have something like this. I think it's pretty clear. You could see what it is, but if you have this in your listing photos, I can almost guarantee you that will scare a buyer off right there. That would scare me. I wouldn't want to live and do that because I know what I'm thinking it is. I can't legally say what I think it is, but I know what I think it is. There is also this, let's talk about how lovely these wooden floors are. They are beautiful, but we also have our sad fan. I don't know if humidity got to this fan and just made the fan droop like this. But we definitely have a very sad fan in this picture. So that's something to really kind of consider with this. There's also things that are just weird, you guys. Like this picture here, it's just weird. We have a chair in this I don't even know how you would even get up there to sit and watch the TV. But it's just a chair with a TV. There's no rail so you don't fall off. I don't even know the point of this. How would you even get up there to watch TV in the first place? And these are pictures that are being put in listings and being put out to the public. I as a buyer or as a realtor, I wouldn't know what to think of that at all. And then you guys be really careful not to make it too personal with your pictures either. So when you see pictures like this could come across as something pretty intense, to walk into a house and see the big word repent on the wall. That's something that you need to be careful of as well. I would say you probably don't want to have that picture right there on the wall. That would be something that would be a little bit troublesome, come into a house and the first thing that hits you in the face is letters on the wall saying repent with a cross and birds. Like they look like black crows flying. That's a little scary to me. So those are things that I would say you guys really kind of consider that stuff. Aesthetically pleasing photos are what you want to have if you are going to list your house and sell it. Being strategic in this market is important. So I would tell you that your listing pictures are going to be some of the most important pictures that you have. So what you do want to do is you want to make sure your house is clean. You don't want it to look like it's super messy in there. You want to make sure that you have a clean house. You don't want your house to look like this. You don't want your house to be super filthy and messy, cluttered. You want to declutter. You want to make everything look nice. This is a bit of an extreme picture, but again, that's not what you want to show people. You want to show people a nice, clean, organized space. You want them to be able to visualize themselves in the house. So you do want to define spaces still. That is important. And again, in this market, with how being strategic is important, you do want to define your spaces. You do want to make things look nice and professional, but you also want the buyer to visualize themselves in the home. And with that, that means that you have neutral colors in your houses painted on the wall. If you have a master bedroom that is painted completely black, I can tell you that buyers are probably not going to be interested in looking at that. And I can tell you from personal experience, I have had a seller who has fired a realtor and actually hired me to come in and tell her why her house was not selling. I was very brutally honest with this particular seller. I walked into her house and I said, I'm going to just shoot it straight to you and tell you, your carpet smells like dog pee, so you need to get everything cleaned up. Make sure your guys' carpet and everything, make sure your house doesn't have a strong odor. That's a really big thing too. But the master bedroom was completely black. The whole room was painted black because they wanted it to be dark for when they're sleeping. And that's great. That's what they wanted. But it made the room feel very small and confined. So what she did is she left one of the walls as an accent wall and she painted the rest of the room like a more appealing color, like an off-white cream color, to go with that dark blackish wall that she had, accent wall. I put that house on the market after she followed my directions. I put that house back on the market. We also did aerial photography, which is another big thing. She had beautiful background behind her house. She had a pool in her backyard. She was right up to a natural preserve. So she had a very, very well sought after lot for that particular area and a gated community. I priced it right. She had it overpriced too. So I did price it very strategically well for her. With that being said, once I had her fix everything, she had a courtyard that she didn't highlight. So we had to put things in the courtyard, a little seating area. We put some greenery in there. We had to highlight the courtyard for her. She had a little guest casita. We did that. I put that on the market, you guys, after she followed my instructions. I came in with my photography. I had a professional photographer come in. We did drone photography. We did aerial photography. We highlighted every single good thing about this property. That property sold the first weekend it was on market. So the moral of the story is, you guys, listen to what your realtor tells you. If your realtor tells you something, they're not telling you it to be mean. I know I can come across very blunt. And sometimes that's not everybody's cup of tea. I know I'm not everybody's cup of tea, and I'm okay with that. But if you are going to put your house on the market, listen to what your realtors are telling you. Make sure that you're not posting pictures like this. Make sure we're not telling people that we have an indoor pool and then posting something like this. This is not an indoor pool. While it's funny and kind of a fun thing to jab at together, that's not really something that we would want to highlight. We would probably want to take that pool out of the house and maybe highlight like a nice sunroom, something like that. But that's pretty much what I had for you guys tonight. Just a quick little pop on to talk about pictures and making sure that you're not scaring buyers away. That's pretty much what I had today. And if you are the person who really likes those scary dungeon bathrooms, where did it go? There it is. If you are the person who likes these dungeon bathrooms that you like to walk into, or if you're the person who really, really wants a see-through toilet like this, if that's really your thing, then I would say you are definitely in a very limited buyer pool. That's all I'm gonna say. All right, you guys have a good night. Let me know if there's anything that you do want me to talk about, if there's any kind of fun topics that we can go over to make this a little bit more lively. Again, I am starting on different platforms. I used to stream a lot on TikTok, but I don't believe that's going to be sticking around for much longer. So I am trying new streams on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. I am working on my Substack and getting that going. So please subscribe to me on Substack. And I'm working on getting newsletters out to everybody. I'm going to try and do once a week, but if I can get it down to, like maybe once a week, once every other week, or even once a month, that's what I'm really pushing for, to really update you guys on what's going on in the market and what I see happening and how it would affect the housing market. And, just advice in general if you're purchasing or wanting to sell your house. Tonight, I decided to do something a little bit more fun, talking about listing pictures. And some of these pictures, all of these pictures that I put up tonight, they're all ones that have gone viral. So I just decided to say, hey, let's use these pictures and show very extreme pictures of fails in in the real estate world when you go to sell your house. But yeah, again, reach out with any questions. Again, I will try and be on at 10 a.m. and 5 p.m. There are some nights I will have to wait until 6 p.m. to jump on. Tomorrow, I will warn you guys, I'm going to try and jump on at 9 a.m. Instead of 10 a.m. because I actually have an appointment tomorrow at 10 a.m. Yeah, but it was great chatting with you guys. Let me know if you have any questions, and I will see you tomorrow.